What is going on, my dynamic gamers? That is Dynamic Gaming here, and I'm here back again finally with the F1 custom season for the F1 2019 mobile version. And I do apologize for how long it's taken for me to get this video out, but I've had problems with the recording software, which I've since fixed. And now we will be seeing a lot more of these videos a lot more frequently as well, especially now that I will be doing commentary over them, because I was watching over the videos before I did commentary and those were as boring as anything. But as we can see, our first race is going to be Montreal here, and it's going to be a wee double race, so let's get onto the grid. And as we sit onto the grid, we are itching to get ready. We can see our tires are turning. We can see we got Vettel down in 19th with us. We got the 5 red lights coming up, and it's lights out, and away we go. We don't get away too great. We got Vettel on the inside of us. We got Albon just coming up towards the first corner there. We got Raikkonen as well. We're getting sandwiched in between them all. We're going to have to try and go down the inside of Albon to see if we can try and make a move. We give Vettel a wee tap, and we end up losing places. We end up staying back into last. I'm going to have to try and get some traction out of the second corner as we turn up towards the downhill S-bend, turn 3 and 4. An alright exit from that. We get right beside Vettel, but we're going to have to brake because he is battling Albon to try and get up into 17th place, as well as Raikkonen. But he's not having that much luck at all, and we're not having much luck either as we come out of turn 6 there. We're coming down the straight there towards 7 and 8. We can't pull up beside Albon. We're going to have to try and brake. We're going to have to leave him the room, but we shut the door on him as we come out of the exit of turn 8. And we're rushing down towards turn 9, which is the hairpin towards the back straight. We're right behind Raikkonen. We're going to see if we can go for a dive down the inside. It's a bit messy, but we make it alright. So we got Giovinazzi next, and he is in the second Alfa Romeo. We go quite wide on the exit of that corner, but as we rush down the back straight, we can see we go on the inside of Giovinazzi. We can see we're going to go on the outside of Kvyat. It's quite easy to go behind. And then we've got Russell right in front of us. We're going to have to brake quite late, and just Kvyat tries to torpedo us, try and get past the world champions, but he ends up hitting the world champions. And as we finish first lap going to the second lap, we've got Russell on our side, so we're going to try and go with the inside of the first turn. Kubica is next. We're going to just about narrowly miss his back end. I'm going to race towards the turns 3 and 4 to try and get ahead of Kubica. We have an alright exit on turn 4, but we don't get away quick enough, so we catch up to him. We get quite close to the exit of that corner for turns 5 and 6. We're doing alright. Now we're getting closer and closer to Kubica, but he is still keeping that pace up, especially in that Williams car. It's quite surprising. But of course, the AI in this game is slightly different. But coming into the SS band here, we're getting quite close to Kubica. We're going quite deep into that corner, quite wide on that, on the exit of turn 8, but we're going to rush into turn 9. We're going to see if we go on the outside, and then turn it into the inside, and see if we can just try and squeeze our way. That is kind of a messy move. That is a very messy move, right in that curb, all the way around that corner. We can see Kubica is right next to us. We kind of helped him overtake Hulkenberg with that move. We're side by side with Kubica as we go down the back straight, and we can see we've got Perez in our sides, and we're going past Kubica with relative ease. We got Perez next. We're going to see if we could try and make a move on him very soon. Do alright with the world champions again, getting very close to that wall, maximise the amount of space on the track, go down the inside of Perez just here. And we've also got Ricardo. We're going to try and make a double pass here, and we're going to go into turn 1 and turn 2 quite nice and smoothly. We can see Stroll doing alright with his home Grand Prix in Canada in 9th place, but no longer. He's in 10th. He's going to just stay back there, and we're going to exit the turn of 4 with absolute prowess. And we've got 5 and 6 coming up now. We've got Grosjean in front of us, quite deep on that corner, so we had to try and improvise a bit with the actual exit of turn 6. You see turn 7 and 8, we got Grosjean on our sides. We're going to see if we can try to go to the inside. We have to leave him space, but it ends up working out for us. Either way, he might have given us a wee tap on our back left, but no matter, we can see Sainz is in our sights now. We're going to see if we can get around the hairpin with no trouble whatsoever. We go down the back straight, and we're going to try and chase down Sainz. We go bit wonky on the exit of turn 9 there, but we can see we are gaining on Sainz. We are just passing inside of him, and now he's behind us, and all he's going to see is a glint of the carpet. We go too deep into that corner, and you can see just go right over the corner, which I'm surprised we didn't get a corner cut penalty from that. But we can see we've got Verstappen next to us. He's going to be quite very rough racer. He's just trying to torpedo us into the side of our car, and he's keeping with us with this pace. We see if we can try and lose him down here. We have to leave him the room to try and get down. It's going to turn into Vettel and Hamilton. He makes this go wide into the wall, meaning we're going to have to lose some time. We've got Sainz again on the back of us. That's going to throw our mojo off a bit, so we're going to go quite close to the wall of the exit of turn 6. Coming to turn 7 and 8. Verstappen is quite a way ahead of us, but we're going to see if we can try and get him down the back straight. But again, it's starting to get messy now. We're getting on the exit of that turn 6 there. We're going way too deep into the corner of turn 5, but turn 9 here, we're going to see if we can not try and pass him. That's just really unfortunate, but we'll see if we can try and get them down this back straight, because we've got the DRS activated. Because of the drag reduction system, within 1 second of the car in front, you will have the ability to open your rear wing and give yourself an extra 5 seconds or an extra 5 miles an hour. You can see we're gaining over Verstappen, but it's not going to be this time. But we can see if we can try and get him down the pit straight with DRS again wide open. We got Gasly in front of him. I'm going to go for a wee switcheroo with Verstappen and Gasly. Good on the inside of Gasly, try and brake quite late, just to make sure Gasly can't get into the inside of us. Almost hit into the back of Norris, but he is the next car in front of us who's doing absolutely fantastic in the McLaren car, up in 4th place. You can see it's Leclerc, Bottas and Hamilton all rounding up the top 3. We hit into the wall again on the exit of turn 4. We're coming into turn 5 and 6. We've got Verstappen again right behind us. It's putting the pressure on us, and we can see we're getting a bit scruffy on the exit of turn 6. We come up turn 7 and 8. I'm going to see if we can catch Norris on the final lap of this Grand Prix. Coming out of the exit of turn 8, this car is keeping its pace absolutely fantastically, and we're going to see if we can try and make a move on the hairpin. We don't, because it's just too far back on Norris, and we don't get that much traction on there. It gets a better launch of the exit of turn 9, and we can see down the back street we've got DRS open again, and we're going to see if we can try and get past him. We're going to get closer, get right back onto his gearbox, try and move on the outside there and move it onto the inside. We can't make that move stick. We're one of the world champions very close. We've got DRS open and see if we can try and make that move stick on Norris, but we can't. We're not gonna end up on 5th place of the grid for the final, with Lando Norris and Max Verstappen in front and behind us. You can see the final 3 will be the 2 Alphas and the Toro Rosso of Danny Kvyat, and the top 3 will be going from Charles Leclerc, Lewis Hamilton and Valtteri Bottas. Very good race for us in Montreal, and we'll see you back at the garage. Now we are back in the garage, and as we know, it's going to be France in the next, so we're going to have to do a kind of tweak of our R&D. See, we've changed the brake ducts to the under tray there, so then we can maximize the handling and maximize the aero of our car, because we know France is quite a quick and fast track with a lot of tight turns. But anyway, we got that sorted, and we'll see you on the track of Le Castellet. Now you can see our wheels are tweaking there. We're getting ready to go. Now I do apologize for the unprofessionalism in the commentary for the F1 style, but I'm trying my hardest. Hopefully you don't judge me too hard. But we can see the 5 red lights, and it's lights out, and away we go. We got Gasly, we got Albon. We see a little notification there that Bottas is actually retaining his seat for alongside Hamilton for 2020, which is absolutely excellent news, and definitely the kind of notification we would kind of want, rather than the other kind of non-F1 notifications. That's probably the one that I won't actually allow. But we can see we're getting pushed quite wide on the exit of turn 2 by Albon, but we get around the inside of him, get around the outside of Raikkonen, try and switch Ruby, accidentally hit into the back of Kubica, and we can see just turning into the turn 5 there. We can see Albon just kind of barges his way in onto the outside of us there, where we end up making that move redundant, and we stay into 18th place. We chased Kubica down this long straight towards the long S-bend here. At the end, we can see we're gaining on Kubica ever so slightly, and we're not going to make a pass on this turn because we're way too far back. We can see this corner here, we're not the best. I'm not the best at that corner there, but you can see accidentally hitting to the back of Kubica again. I can't help it, but ram into the back of him. It's just so fun. But we can see we make that move, stick with Kubica, and we're going past the fast right-hander of turn 10. and the next fast right turn of turn 11 and turn 12, which will turn into a very kind of tight corner. You have to take this with quite a bit of speed and just brake very slightly and let the car coast through most of the corner. And we're going to go for a wee dive here on Gasly, but we can't make that move stick because he's carrying way too much speed on the outside of that corner. Let's see if we can try and make a move on this one, but we're too far back, and ooh, we go for a big dive there because we carry a lot more speed in here than the AI on this game actually do, so we can take a few more risks in there. Of course, the traction control of our vehicle doing very well. We're pulling alongside Giovinazzi. We can get past him with ease. Go around to turn 1. We can see Gasly is trying to fight back in that position, but he's not going to be able to. We go quite wide on the exit of turn 2, but we switch places with Albon. And we're coming up to turn 3 here, turn 3 and 4. Albon's or Kvyat's right next to us. Ended up making us go wide in that corner. We're going to possibly maybe torpedo into Perez, but hopefully our car keeps us in check. But we see Perez is fighting for that position because we're going to have to go quite wide. We're right on the edge of the track. Luckily we're not actually going beyond the track limits, but we're going to end up getting past Perez with the raw Honda power of our vehicle or of our car. We're going to have to go quite deep, shut the door on Perez. That's not really a tidy corner there. It's going to have to do. Luckily we didn't get a corner cut penalty from that, and we can carry on racing. We're now in 12th place as we go through turn 10, the fast right hander, and we're going to come up to turn 11 and turn 12 and see if we can carry a bit more speed in there. Turn gear 8, there we go. We stay into the 6th gear and we carry out loads of speed as we just blast past Grosjean, come up to Ricciardo. We're going to have to brake because otherwise he would shut the door on us. As we come into the exit of turn 13, we can see 14's coming up now. We're going to see if we can try and make a wee move on Ricciardo on the outside there. No, because if we make too much speed on that outside of that corner, we're going to veer off and we're going to end up torpedoing it into people in the hairpin of turn 15. We're coming down the pitch straight at the start of lap 13, or the start of lap 3, sorry. You see Ricciardo's in our sides. We go down the first corner. We're going to have to bring down the gears a bit. Go quite wide on the exit again of turn 2. We still haven't got that corner sussed out. Let's see if we can try and get Ricciardo in either turn 4 or turn 5. So we're going to go quite deep into turn 3, go quite tight into turn 5 and end up shutting the door on Ricciardo on the way out and making that move stick. But now we've got Stroll again doing quite well with his race in Canada in P10. But of course this is France, this is not your territory, mate. This is my territory. You should be moving out the way. And as you can see, we're just going past that Mercedes powered Force India quite easy, but we end up going too deep. And that is such a heartbreak. And look at it, we've got a corner cut penalty. Our engine is now down on power. We've got Grosjean right next to us in his home Grand Prix doing alright for Haas in the 11th place, but we're going to see if we can try and steal that position back, because that was a very stupid mistake for us to do in the 3rd lap of this race. We're side by side with Grosjean as we go through turn 10. We can see he's just about hanging on to that position. We're going to have to go quite wide. We're going to have to brake and let him go forward. We're going quite a bit slower than him just in that exit of turn 12. And we're coming to turn 13. He was very close to knocking the front wing off our car and sending us off the track, but we're going to have to let him. We're going to have to concede that position and see if we can try and make up some more position on this pit straight, because we have DRS. We go a bit wide onto turn 15 there, coming down the pit straight with DRS wide open. We're trying to go around the inside of Grosjean here. He's going to leave us the room and let us just slot into 11th. Grosjean down into 12th. I'm going to go alright. It's going to go quite deep into the first turn. That means we're going to have to go quite wide on the second turn, but we're going to be able to cement our position between Grosjean and Ricciardo, and it's not really going well. We go quite deep into turn 3, so we're going to have to follow the curb into turn 4, but turn 5 and turn 6 they're doing quite well. We can see we're about to go into turn 6 here, go down the back straight with absolute ease, and we're going to have quite a quiet race now. We can see we're absolutely racing down 175, 176 miles an hour. Brake, we can see if we try and nail this. We didn't really, that was very messy, very messy. We braked too early on that corner, coming out of the exit of that S-band. We're going to see if we could try and catch Ricciardo within this lap. You can see he's 1 second ahead of us, just going out of a turn 10. The fast right hander, we can see we're gaining a bit of time on him because we're going quite a bit faster on these corners. We're going to brake a bit, try and use a all of the track that we can. Go wide, come back in quite tight. We can see Ricardo's coming into view right now. Quite a good exit onto turn 13 there. Coming up to turn 14. We're going to see Ricardo gets closer and closer every lap. And we can see if we can try and... Oh, that's a bit wide. That's too wide on turn 15. And we end up losing the time that we gained on Ricardo. We've got the DRS system wide open, so then we can try and catch him on this final lap of the French Grand Prix. We can see he's just turning into turn 1. We end up coming into turn 1. We pull a massive amount of speed and end up actually nailing that corner and able to carry the speed and pass Ricardo with relative ease. And we can see turn 3 and 4, we go quite deep into turn 3, go quite wide into turn 4, and go quite deep into turn 5 there. You can see we've got a stall on our sides coming into turn 6 there. We're going to have to try and move past him on the outside here. With our DRS system activated, we accidentally brake a bit, so he's going to go a bit forward, but we're going to go in front, right next to him. We're going to see if we can try and slot ourselves in front of Stroll, and then we're going to see if we can go quite deep inside the corner. It's going to end up working out for us on the exit of turn 9. You can see Mankinson, we're going to pull up right next to him, and we're now going to pull in front of him with quite ease, and it's going to be an 8th place finish. It looks like. It doesn't look like we're going to be able to go past Hulkenberg at this point because he seems to be too far ahead, and we made a wee mistake there on turn 12. But turn 13, ooh, we can see we're getting very close there. It seems we're carrying a lot of speed into these corners. Luckily, the aerodynamics of this car is preventing it from stopping and veering off the track. We're going to turn on a hairpin here. We can see we're going to try and challenge Hulkenberg for the final position of 7th place. We're going to see if we can get in front of him, but we can. We get in front of him, and ooh, that was very close. That was just 6/10 or 600, sorry, between me and Hulkenberg. We see the last 3 is Kubica, Räikkönen, and Albon. We're going to see up here is the top teams here. Is going to be Max Verstappen finishing, Lewis Hamilton just 3/10 off him, and Charles Leclerc quite a bit off Lewis Hamilton. But anyways, back at the garage. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. If you did, please like and subscribe, and I hope you enjoy the outro as well. Hopefully you'll be seeing the single player let's play of my Minecraft series very soon, and hopefully the co-op let's play as well. So anyways guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Again, hopefully these videos will be coming out more often, and yeah, I hope you enjoy the outro. Peace.